A good Bloody Mary is more than just a mix from a bottle and some cheap vodka. Making your own mix gives you the power to create a drink that can be savory with just enough spice to tickle your palate. Try my homemade mix and garnishes that'll impress your friends on your next Bloody Mary bar. Hi everyone, welcome to today's episode of Let's Celebrate TV. I'm your host, Peter Lee. On this channel, we teach you all about celebrating. We share recipes for food, hors d'oeuvres, cocktails, and we share entertaining tips too. Now we try and keep it all as simple as we can, especially for those of you out there who say that you just can't cook or entertain, because we know that you really can. So if you like this episode, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the notification bell, and you'll get a new episode every single week. Today, our celebration is all about a cocktail. So if you watch us regularly, you know we're here in the bar of LG Manor, and that always means it's cocktail time. We're making a Bloody Mary. Now I know, you might think, everyone can make a Bloody Mary. Well, you could, some vodka and some mix from a jar, but here's how I like to do it. Let's get started. In my picture here, I have 16 ounces, which is about 480 milliliters, of quality tomato juice, not just some generic, really good tomato juice. I'm going to add some things to it. I've got all my ingredients right here. First is some horseradish, prepared horseradish, rounded a tablespoon, which is about 28 grams. It's going to go right in for some heat. This is the type of heat I like. Next, I have half an ounce, which is about 15 milliliters of Worcestershire sauce. Worcester sauce, as I call it. Right in. This is going to give it depth of flavor, a little more saltiness. Next is a little more heat. Another half ounce, 15 mils of crystal hot sauce. Now, I like using the Louisiana crystal hot sauce because it's vinegar based, and again, it gives it a little more brightness and just a touch of heat. I prefer this over Tabasco. Now, my special ingredient. I have 2 ounces or 60 mils of pickle brine from Kosher Dills. It's salty, it's garlicky, and it's going to add just this amazing flavor to this mixture. Right in. Next, some lemon juice. Just the juice of 1 lemon. Now, I squeeze this fresh myself. Make sure you use fresh lemon juice always. Fresh lime juice, always use fresh. Don't use the bottle stuff. Right in. It's going to give it a lift, make it bright and exciting. Now we need a little more salt, believe it or not, but we don't want just plain salt. I've got here a teaspoon, which is about 4 grams of celery salt. Very important for Bloody Marys. Right in. And then just a healthy pinch of finely ground black pepper. Again, right in. Give this a nice stir to get it all mixed up. Now you're probably wondering, you're probably thinking, pickle juice? Really? I used to be able to get a pickled flavored vodka that's no longer made, and it made the most incredible Bloody Marys. So then I discovered this trick of pickled juice, and it works. Alrighty, now we're all mixed up. I'm going to put this in the fridge overnight because you really want to make this overnight so all these flavors can come together and marry. So I'm going to go pop this in the fridge, and then I'm going to show you how I make my Bloody Marys. Now we're ready to mix. I have a pitcher that I made last night sitting in my fridge waiting patiently. So we're going to make a classic Bloody Mary first. I'm going to start out with 6 ounces or 180 milliliters of my Bloody Mary mix. right in this little measuring cup to get it just right. Glorious looking. I have a cocktail shaker full of ice, as I always do. Right in over the ice. Delicious. Now, vodka. You want to use a quality vodka. This is the kind I like. For one drink, I would use, for 6 ounces, I would use 2 ounces or 60 mils of vodka. Good quality vodka. Two right in. Now you know what time it is. Time for shaky, shaky. Here we go. Alrighty. Now, strainer would help. We're going to strain this into a glass. I have just a Collins glass, which is pretty traditional. We're going to strain it in. Look at that color. Now, traditionally, you would garnish this with a sprig of celery and maybe a lemon wedge. Sweet. But we're not done. Now I'm going to show you how I make my Bloody Marys. Now, the first cocktail is a classic Bloody Mary. It was really good with my mix that I made here for you. But now I'm going to show you how I like to make them, especially when this is how I make them when we have a party and we have a big Bloody Mary bar. So watch this. Just like before, I'm going to start out with the same amount of tomato juice mixture, 6 ounces. Right in our shaker full of ice. Next, you see I'm using lemon vodka. Again, a good quality vodka, always. Lemon is going to pick up the lemon flavor in the mixture and just give it an extra kick. Not enough that you're necessarily going to taste it, but it's going to just have that extra something. 2 ounces, just like before. Right in. And we do the shaky, shaky. Okay. And you're thinking, okay, so you use lemon vodka, whatever. But wait. I have a bigger glass. My friends in the UK know a pint glass. And you've noticed I've rimmed the edge. Now, today I've used everything bagel spice that you can get in your supermarket. And we'll have links to where you can find it if you live in a country where it's not easily found. But it adds a great flavor. There's garlic and salt and onion and all kinds of flavors on it that just make it wonderful and goes really well with a Bloody Mary. So just like before, we're going to strain it in. Carefully, not to wash off those spices. Right in. Now let's talk garnish. Celery isn't going to do it. Not for me. So I have some crispy bacon, and I have a few skewers that I made with just all kinds of stuff. There's fried shrimp and garlic pickles and olives. I think one of them even has a chicken wing. The point is, you can get so creative and have so much fun with these garnishes. You can put anything you like on them. So I'm going to pick this one with the chicken wing. Why not? Put that right there. I'm going to be really bad. Take a piece of bacon, right in. And look at that. Now, it's my favorite time that I do for you. I've got a straw. I don't want to mess any of this up or get it all down the front of me on camera. Mm. Wow. Wow. I literally cannot. But I'm going to try it with the seasoning too. Mmm. My goodness. There's so much going on there. There's the brightness. There's that heat from the crystal hot sauce and the horseradish. And the bagel spice just wraps it all up together. And I think I need to try this bacon that's soaking in this little sauce here too. That's so much fun. So refreshing, uplifting, and what a hoot to look at. As always, we're going to have this recipe up in the comment section on YouTube and on our website. And like always, we'll see you again next Tuesday at 7 p.m. because you're all invited to come on over, come on in, and let's celebrate. Cheers.